Rajasthan High Court, friends, has adjourned till Monday the hearing in a petition filed by Sachin Pilot and 18 other dissident Congress MLAs challenging the disqualification notices issued by the Assembly Speaker. The court further directed Speaker C.P. Joshi not to take any action against the MLAs who have been rebelling till the time this judgment comes in, which is Tuesday. So the hearing will be concluded on Monday, and then the court reserves the judgment and announces it on Tuesday. Senior advocate Abhishek Manu Singhvi, appearing for the speaker, assured that no action will be taken and that he will continue his arguments on Monday at 10:30 a.m. A division bench of the Rajasthan High Court on Friday had begun hearing a petition filed by Sachin Pilot and 18 other dissident Congress MLAs challenging the disqualification by the Assembly Speaker. The notices had asked the MLAs to respond by Friday to the Congress move to disqualify them from the State Assembly. On Friday, the petition was taken up by a bench of Chief Justice Indrajit Mahanti and Justice Prakash Gupta. The bench had accepted a plea by Congress Chief Whip Mahesh Joshi to include him as a respondent in the case. Now, the dissidents' petition first had come up before Justice Satish Chandra Sharma, but the advocate Harish Salve had sought time to file a fresh petition. To cut the long story short, something like what Sachin Pilot is doing is something not new. He's trying to challenge the old ways, the old normal. This was done some time back by Jyotiraditya Scindia as well, who tried to challenge the old normal, and he quit the Congress to join the BJP as his aspirations were not met, whatever you may call the aspirations to be. But we also had some time back Sanjay Jha, who used to be the spokesperson for the Congress. He was removed from his position, reason being that he had written two op-ed articles in the Times of India, in which he had red flagged many serious fault lines in the Congress party. Now, if just writing two op-eds that raise red flags on serious fault lines is an act of treachery, then Sanjay Jha could be treated as being guilty of transigence. If advocating a measured response to the cross-border tensions which India has been having with China, then if that is deemed as an act of apostasy, then Sanjay Jha must definitely apologize. Yet, we find that a resurgent India is trying to find a new normal, new ways of doing things. Some time back, we had heard the tragic death of Sushant Rajput, who had come to symbolize the new aspirations of a resurgent India. The young Indians who were trying to challenge the old ways of doing things, the nepotism way, the people who had connections, they could manage to get into Bollywood, into good jobs, into government service. Sushant Rajput represented one of those people who could rise as a middle class guy from anywhere with just an engineering degree, and then he managed to get into Bollywood and came up so well. However, his suicide did come as a rather big shock to the aspirations of the young Indians. However, even before this death, we found that the young Indians had begun to lose a little bit of hope because of the downturn in the Indian economy even before the pandemic struck us. Today we find over 150 million Indians having lost their jobs, and more is yet to come as lockdown conditions get extended across the country. It's a rather difficult situation for India, and all the aspirations of the young Indians, the great demographic advantage that India came to symbolize, now is beginning to get into question. Yet, you find that there are new and new cases, new and new people one Sushant Rajput lost, but you find that new people are coming to challenge the old ways of doing things. The old ways of nepotism and trying to get into jobs, get into government contracts, into Bollywood. All this is getting challenged in ways that were never thought before. So you may find that some people may relent and commit suicide and go away, but new will appear on the horizon. Sachin Pilot is there. Let's wait for the judgment. Even if that does not succeed, you'll find new ways of and new people trying to challenge the old normal and trying to come to the new normal. This will continue. The country is young. Its demographic profile is of great advantage. And the young Indian wants to achieve much better, wants to challenge the old ways of doing things and better his life, that of his family. The per capita income of India gone up from $300 in 1990 to $2,000 today, but is really still much below the $10,000 per capita income that China enjoys, and the developed world is now having a per capita income of $60,000. So India has a far way to go. There will be many more aspirational idols that India will see down the road. All this will lead to a resurgent India, a new India which is going to challenge the old values, and it is going to lead to a complete transformation where you'll find a new normal, new ways of doing things, and the aspirations of the Indians will be met in a class and in a fashion that has never been seen before. You will find, as India approaches its Independence Day, you will find that this country, although it is suffering right now with the third largest number of coronavirus cases and something which they have never imagined with a beleaguered healthcare system, yet you will find that the aspirations of the young India will stand out, and it'll take India to the economic power that it has never been imagined in any part of the world. You may see a short-term pain that the country will go through the coronavirus and the lockdowns, but you can take it from me, this will only be a short-term pain. Aspirations of the young India will remain, and India will slowly but surely gather its momentum once again, once all this has gone, and hopefully in a year from now you will start seeing a resurgent India take back India to its original glory that was there not only before the pandemic, but in the old era, the old civilization, and what was seen in the pre-British era, the gold and silver that used to be there. We'll start seeing a resurgent India take it itself back. These instances which I have referred to today are only going to be examples of how India is going to transform itself. And definitely remember my words. Yes, today we have the third largest coronavirus cases and the country is facing tremendous pain. But give it some time, India will transform itself like never before. Happy investing. Take care. Bye-bye.